to narrate this video. I'm doing croissants.
Croissant means crescent in French, and these soft, flaky, curved rolls are generally associated with France, although historians believe they originated in Austria.
Y'all ever
Just
had
don't
pigs
tell
in a
the French
blanket,
that.
chat?
Regardless of where they came from, though, the croissant is a popular breakfast pastry in many parts of the world.
Croissant. That goes
Plain,
kind of hard.
with
Croissant.
jam, or dunked in a coffee.
Excuse
It's probably
me?
the crumbliest breakfast treat you can possibly eat.
Oh, that's
So don't forget your
disgusting.
napkin. I'd eat that quickly before it drops in. Anyway, this commercial bakery makes its croissant with soft spread margarine instead of butter. The other ingredients are yeast, very cold water, because warm water would trigger the yeast to react prematurely, sugar, a touch of salt,
A touch of salt, huh? I guarantee you dumped about 300 pounds in there.
and white all-purpose flour. All the ingredients go into an industrial mixer for 10 minutes. First, at slow speed to blend everything and form the dough, then faster to knead it.
Look like Duke.
Next, the sticky elastic dough enters the multi-roller machine. As an automated dispenser lightly dusts the dough with flour to prevent it from sticking to the equipment, a series of 16 rollers progressively flattens the dough into a thinner and thinner sheet. The next process, lamination, is what creates
That
the
looks
croissant's
good.
flaky layers.
Croissant!
The first station on this line extrudes kilogram blocks of margarine into a half-centimetre thin sheet.
They don't
next station
join the two sheets together. That's genius, dude.
lays the margarine sheet on top of the thin dough sheet,
Oh my
then folds the
goodness!
ends of the dough upwards, enveloping the margarine. Then rollers compress the overlapped dough ends to seal the margarine inside,
No!
and flatten the whole thing down to about a centimetre thick. The next station repeatedly folds the dough over itself,
This is so wholesome.
then with rollers presses the layer into a thin sheet. This laminating cycle repeats over and over again until each dough block coming off the line is comprised of
I
243
bet that's how
separate
they make them creepies too. Y'all ever had those?
dough layers. Plastic wrap keeps the dough moist as it goes into a fridge for 8 hours.
8 hours.
The cold re-hardens the margarine and lessens the dough's elasticity. The dough is now ready to be formed into a croissant.
Croissant.
First, rollers progressively flatten the connected blocks into a thin sheet.
Croissant.
Then another roller runs over the dough horizontally to
No,
expand the
don't
sheet
run 'em
to the
over.
required width.
What are you doing?
Next, cutters divide the sheet into 7 thin bands, each one 10 centimeters wide. Then a roller covered in triangular blades
What?
cuts each band of dough into triangles.
No.
A robot
Huh?
separates the triangles and turns them in the same direction with the flat side forward.
Is this Doritos?
A stopper running the width of the conveyor belt aligns the triangles in straight rows, ready for the next stage, rolling each triangle into the shape of a croissant.
Oh my goodness, look at them croissants.
The bakery's 2 forming machines output 50,000
Yo.
raw dough croissants every hour.
Yo, them things look good.
Next stop, the proofer, a steam chamber inside which the heat and high humidity activate the yeast. The dough rises, and by the time they exit, an hour later, the croissants have doubled in size.
Oh my goodness, bro. Bro, look at that thing, man. Bro, them thing look good, bro. Dude, them thing don't look good, man.
They now bake for 14 minutes in a tunnel oven at a temperature of 175 degrees Celsius. The moisture in the dough evaporates. The resulting steam, along with the melting margarine, produces air bubbles, which separates the layers, creating that signature
Yo, when
flakiness.
you get these with a pigs in a blanket,
Croissants are now fully baked, golden brown, and fragile.
I'm
Soft
fragile.
rubber suction cups delicately transfer them to a conveyor belt.
Yo, this
The belt
crazy.
leads to a spiral tower. By the time the croissants descend to the bottom, they've completely cooled.
What? Dude, they got all. Dude, that's actually crazy. Making a contraption like this is in. Look at this, dude. Imagine you're one of the croissants getting moved down this conveyor belt into your impending doom, and you're sitting there shaking, and you lost your other family member, croissants. You're looking through the crowd of them. There's just a million of them. You don't know where they are. Y'all are all just going to the same fate, man. Slowly along the conveyor belt, bro. Knowing y'all dead at the end of it, bro. You gotta sit there and go along that whole thing knowing you gonna die. Croissant.
Tower. By the time the croissants descend to the bottom, they've completely cooled.
That looks fake, bro. That's AI.
As they travel to packaging, a quality control inspector removes any misshapen ones. A robot then seals them in bags to lock in the freshness. Until the croissants reach your breakfast table or your dinner table.